Okay. I'm Rodas. Most people know me by Lucas. We're going to be going through this game as slowly and as quickly as possible at the same time. I'm going to be playing on easy, and I'm going to be cheating by doing a new game plus run where I have everything unlocked. I'm going to try to show off everything about the game and do a nice casual run for everyone. Mute my headset so I don't hear myself, and yeah, we'll let it go. And you're welcome. So yeah, this game should take me about 2 hours and 45 minutes to get through. I'm gonna let most of the cutscenes play out and everything else like that. I am getting over a cold, so if I have to run across the room to blow my nose, I'll try to do it during the cutscene. So I apologize in advance for that. But this game actually released before the Sega Dreamcast. So I think this game went on sale a week or so, week and a half before the Dreamcast actually launched. So you could say that the Dreamcast was a launch title for this game. Okay. So what most people play, they're playing an updated version of the game, at least for the North American release. In the 1.0 release, there was a few kanji characters that was left in during one of the later scenes in the game, and it would cause the game to crash because when it tried to reference the character and whatever chart they had, it didn't exist and it went out of bounds. So they had to recall all the copies and re-release it. So it is extremely rare to find an original copy because since the game didn't sell too well, they were able to recover most of the copies and get the new patch out shortly afterwards.
Hey, Tim. What's up, Elliot?
And if you're wondering about the voice acting in the game, these voice actors, I think, only got paid like a few $100s for their role. Like Elliot in general got paid $100 to voice act the entire game, but as part of doing it for so cheap, the main cast were promised that they would get the voice Sonic character and various other stuff in their upcoming games. So I believe Elliot was Sonic, Dogs was Eggman possibly, and Janine was Amy. It's been a while since I looked into that, but I think those are the characters that they voiced.
With one condition.
Yeah, I meant to de-rust this throughout the week, but I was really sick and everything, so it's been a while since I played it. But yeah, I think it should go smoothly.
I thought I told you. I never heard about that.
So we'll have a little alien creature following us around, and she's taking shape of Nephilim, the caricature in the bottle.
Figure you're making a part of the decoration? You're already preparing for the party? What is that? A Nephilim. It's
Take the deal too. I mean, getting to voice the Sonic characters, and I think they did it for quite a long time, at least up through some of the GameCube games, at least. So they had quite an extensive catalog. I think the voice actor for dogs died, and I'm not sure when the others stopped voicing them.
What's going on? Tim, start up the engine. Where to? The island, idiot. Got it. Mayday. Elliot Barrage, Special Sea Rescue C-730, over. Mayday. This is Elliot Barrage, Special Sea Rescue C-730, over. Come in, over. This is... Tim!
Okay, so this island, they were doing a bunch of biological testing and various other things like that. And when the meteorite crashed, a bunch of the viruses and stuff got out and started infecting the people and everyone on the island. So it's kind of like if you've seen the original Resident Evil movies where the T virus broke out, got through like into ventilation and infected everyone. Yeah, all right, no, take your time. I don't expect anything to go too wrong.
This is Elliot Balad, Easter Troop C-730, over.
This is Janine King, KISS Dinosaur Island Security Office. Currently, the island is under an emergency situation. Do you read? Dispatch D7 equipped rescue. The location is...
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best not to talk through the cutscenes so you guys can hear the dialogue and everything, and I'll try to keep my chit chat when we don't have things going on. But Elliot washed up ashore, and we don't know how dogs actually got there. We believe he was in the helicopter, But if you go back after seeing the cutscene, there's a healing item back there. So it gives you a little incentive to explore and do stuff, but that wasn't there until we saw the cutscene with dogs.
I repeat, I need an Easter unit now. Elliot Ballad, do you hear me?
Barely. This is Elliot Ballad.
We request D7 equipped rescue unit now. The location is...
Wait, hold on. I'm on vacation. I'm totally unarmed. So...
So?
I need help, too.
Oh, great. Tell me your location, Elliot.
All I can tell you is that I'm by a pier.
Okay, Elliot. First, find an ID card. I'm sure there are a number of corpses around. You should be able to find one of them with an ID card. Oh!
What happened? Corpses? Did you say there are a number of corpses around? Where?
Alright, so the corpse that Janine was talking about, like most games of this time, items will glimmer if there is one there. We'll pick up the key card that she was referring to, and then we'll use it to get through this door up here. Now there's another glimmer over by this enemy. It's just a Hassie. If we get too close to him, he'll get up and start attacking us. Most of the enemies in this game are right-handed. So if you go to the right side of them, they'll attack with their right hand first. So we can possibly use that to swing around them and avoid the second hit with their left hand.
That was close.
Thanks for helping me. My name is Elliot G. Ballad.
Where's Tim?
Yeah, I'm not sure what... I'm streaming throughout lunch here. I'm not sure what the family's going to want to do. Thai food.
Tim is...
See, I don't think we have any Thai places around us.
I don't know.
Elsie wants to watch Barbie, and that's out on demand, so we may order a pizza and do something like that later tonight
He had a high-level Easter
on our end, depending on how everyone's feeling.
Where are you going? To the island?
I am still a rescuer. There are people there who need help.
What a joke. Obviously, you're going to need good help, like me. I can't let a wimp like you go alone.
Whatever.
Okay, so we're going to pick up one key card here. Oh, ooh, he didn't get stuck to it. All right, and we're going to push this guy 11 times. Technically, you don't have to count. This block will snap to the right a little bit, but I'll push it one extra time because technically you can climb up on that, but it's relatively hard. And since we are already behind, I'll skip that. So the other thing up there was a clip. I'm playing a new game plus, so I have all the guns already unlocked for Elliot, and I have infinite ammo. So I can't pick up any guns or anything, so I pretty much just have rapid fire. So if I leave an item, it's pretty much because I don't need it or I can't pick it up. Now, there's 2 skips in this game, and one of them is right here. There's a cutscene skip. I'm just going to try it out just to see if I can get it. So you walk up, you get your elbow past this wall, and then you run left. I didn't get it. So if you get it just right, you can bypass this cutscene trigger, and then you can run by. I was going to run back to it anyways, but if you're not fully past the wall when you hit the wall will push you out and you'll hit the cutscene. So it's relatively pixel perfect. I hit it during my practice run earlier. Yeah, I'm definitely not as good as some of the other people in our community.
Nephilim.
What the hell is that?
And there's there's a key card skip that you can do that you don't have to push some blocks and stuff to get to. But if you fail it the first time, it's automatically slower because it's faster to push the block otherwise. In the hallway, I missed a healing item as well. Or it was probably a stack of arrows, but I passed an item. We don't usually use dogs in this run, so.
What the hell?
Over there. I can't believe it. Shooting from that far.
We're drinking
Oh, shit.
sour apple or loco.
Janine?
A woman?
This is Janine, over.
I demolished the wall right here, so we're missing a light. So it's a little darker, but yeah, I got my Four Loco shirt on.
Get anywhere that way. You can get in here by taking the slope shuttle in front of you. If the shuttle is moving, that is. And forget it if you don't have an ID card.
Phew, tough girl. I like it, Janine.
Who the hell is Janine?
My kind of girl, so stay away from her.
Yeah, Yoffer is a resident streamer that I frequent, and we speedrun a lot of the same games, and we compete with each other. But he lives in Europe, so he doesn't have Four Locos. So he has a bottle of rum. Most tentacles in this game you can avoid, and you don't have to fire at them. I'll kill a select few,
Emergency alert. Shuttle section should
but
be
I'll do my
stationed.
best to try to dodge them.
Emergency alert. Shuttle section should be stationed. Negative pressure on the shuttle holder system has increased 20%. The security limitation is exceeded on shuttle system. Security brake has been activated. Shutter outer seal has been broken. Once shuttle reaches security limitation stage, shuttle may descend rapidly.
Hey, somebody is on board.
He's locked up in the shuttle.
Activate the emergency stop control. Safety brake will be destroyed in 130 seconds. A shaft entrance lock has been deactivated. Activate the emergency stop control. Safety brake will be destroyed in 125 seconds. A shaft entrance lock has been deactivated. Activate the emergency stop control. Safety brake will be destroyed in 120 seconds. A shaft entrance lock has been deactivated.
Shaft entrance lock destroyed? The shuttle's gonna fall!
Alright, so we're gonna run directly to the right, and we'll be able to avoid the tentacle right in front of the door. Probably in this room is one of the hardest tentacles to dodge. It's this one coming up here on the very right. It has an extended hitbox, I think because of the slope. So he's probably gonna hit me. Yeah, I was too far away when I stopped. All right, now new game plus, we don't usually save this guy, but we're gonna go ahead and save him.
Activate the emergency stop control. The emergency stop control will be activated. Emergency stop control program has processed falsely. Emergency stop control program will shut down. Please notify the system supervisor.
What?
Computer rescuing program will be activated. It will override the shuttle control program. All security circuits have shut down. All control circuits have shut down. All activation circuits have shut down. Emergency stop system activated. Easter member Elliot G. Ballard is identified. The command to override has been admitted. Emergency stop system activated. The shuttle has completely stopped. Please secure the passengers out.
All right. So usually you don't save that guy, but you'll save him in new game. So once you do that, this door is open. If we look at the opposite side, you see it's red, it's locked. So we can pop inside, and there's a guy in here. We're gonna go talk to him.
Make it. Thank you. What's happening on the island?
A meteor must have hit the island. Since that, everything turned upside down.
And what were those monsters?
I don't know. I haven't a clue.
We'll be pressing on. You should stay here. The shuttle's safe now.
Got it.
Yeah.
This is where you usually would find napalm round, but we already have it since we got all the guns. So this game rewards you for like exploring. There's a lot of hidden items throughout the game. So you can find like little hassies, or you can find like melee weapons and various other stuff. So it's always beneficial to look in behind everything. So in all the nooks and crannies and various other stuff like that. I won't be showing you where everything is located. I don't have time for that, but
Who is
if
it?
someone wants to pick up the game and try it casually,
What's the code?
I gotta run first.
My sweetheart. I knew it. She's perfect.
Hello,
She's my
Elrock.
kind of girl.
Dogs is one of my all-time favorite characters out of any medium, like movie, game, book, anything. I absolutely love Dog's character, and this is one of my favorite lines coming up after Janine calls him out.
What is that thing?
Nephilim.
Nephilim?
She's harmless.
Oh, back here? Yeah. It's not impressive
I'm Elliot Ballard.
as it used to be.
Thanks for helping me.
You know, at this point, nothing surprises me anymore. My name's Janine King. Nice to meet you, Elliot.
Janine King. Elliot.
Now we moved
Let me introduce
and a
Janine King,
bunch of other
security guy
stuff.
here.
So
Skill
we,
is A+.
well, and we were drinking quite a bit, so we had to thin it
This
down.
other guy is
His name is Dogs Bauer.
Which I didn't ask if I could do that, so I apologize.
Deanna.
what? You guys
My
know
bad.
each other?
Yeah, and we used to have some over in there. We used to have, it used to be everywhere.
You know,
We used to host a lot of
your
parties,
jazz
D&D
place.
groups and stuff
Your
like
name is
that.
on their blacklist. You're pretty famous.
God dang son of a bitch.
Janine, what's going on here? I mean, I don't think.
But we ended up moving down to St. Louis for a bit. And a little bit before that, we stopped replenishing it.
After that shocking sound, all the lights on the
So yeah,
island went off.
we only have a few bottles now. I think we used to have about 350 unique
Why don't you
bottles.
ask her?
We used to keep about like 400, 425 with duplicates. So once one was finished, we would be able to restock it instantly. And I think we're under 20 now, so we got rid of most of everything we had.
Nephilim knows something.
It was cheaper to collect alcohol than it was to collect Pokemon cards. So once we had kids and stuff, spending $10 here and there, we could buy like 10 bottles for a box of Pokemon
I
cards.
researched the database
So
of this
it
island's amazing.
yeah,
This
it soon
land
took
has
over
achieved
the entire
top
basement.
revenue in the bio industry. Ever since then, it keeps on moving up.
They should pay me more so I can.
We used to have a spinning wheel. I should be able to find it real quick. Let me.
How did they achieve such wealth in such a short amount of time?
They've got the best brains in the business working for them. The second research group ended up working for the lab.
What the hell?
The programmer's security system.
So we had a wheel, and we used to put alcohol in there, and then you would spin,
Sorry.
and it would tell you what you had to take a drink of.
Shit.
I may know how.
You have an ID?
Let's go to Rat's place.
Rat's place? The bar where you ran up your unpaid bill? Why do we have to go drinking now?
Well, and then we had all of these shots in an Excel spreadsheet, all the alcohol, and then we had a thing where we'd randomize it, and then we would go to Google and just get a random number between like 1 and like 275 or something like that, whatever we had in there, and then we would do whatever that was. All right, so this is going to unlock the other shuttle that was locked earlier. So yeah, for like special occasions, we would do fundraisers for people and get absolutely shit-faced on stream. Oops.
I see trouble in the near future.
Yeah, I'll watch my language. Excuse me. And yeah, we had like $2 shots or something like that, and we used to start our little marathon streams at like 3 in the morning, and then we had the one guy that would wake up, call up like 17 shots, and then go to bed. Oops, I pulled a offer. Okay, so I meant to horseshoe into the shuttle button, but I just missed it. Well, because we used to play a bunch of card games. I'll have to wait for the next cutscene. We still have a few around here. I had a bunch of people over a week or two ago, and I haven't fully cleaned up everything yet since I've pretty much got sick as soon as everyone left. But yeah, we used to do D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, and my wife made a campaign where everyone was an alcohol, but you didn't know what alcohol they were until you killed them. And if you killed them, you had to take a shot of that. And then we had an alcohol, like you could pre-mix alcohol and take shots of it. So if you wanted to use a potion to heal or a mana potion, you got the red potion, a green potion, a blue potion, whatever color that they were, and you had to drink that to do it. We did Pathfinder for the most part. It was simpler. If you have a bunch of drunk people doing a bunch of stuff, you need to make it as simplistic as possible. We had all the D&D books and stuff. I'll have to see if we can find them. Like I said, most of the stuff is in the closet.
Great. The safety wall is blocking
I
the
think
way.
this is going to be a shorter
Rat's
one.
place is just behind this stupid wall.
There must be another way.
This is the beautiful thing about Blue Stinger, is you can still technically speedrun this game and do everything that I'm doing right now.
Hey, I hear some cool music. Who are you guys? Did you get a disc at Rat's place?
As a matter of fact, we're not even in the place. This safety wall is...
So this is a game called Shut the Box, which you have
Can you move the gate?
numbers and you roll dice. And let's say you roll dice and you get 12. You have to put down numbers to equal up to 12. So you could do like a 10 and 2, 8 and 4, so on and so forth. And if you can't make, and you always have to use, you can only use 2. So you can't use more than 2. So you can do 1 or 2. And if you roll something that you can't do, you're out. And at the end of the game, you have to add up all your points, and whoever has the lowest amount of points wins. So we have a bunch of little games like that that we would do, and you just like put a shot in the middle, and whoever has the lowest, whoever would have the highest would have to take a shot, so on and so forth. And if one person kept winning, like if they won like 3-4 games in a row, and they weren't drinking, then they had to take a drink of their choice to catch up to everyone. So it wasn't completely one-sided. I have an alligator around here somewhere, and that's the one the kids really like to do with the jelly beans.
Okay. Let's join in the Happy Market Christmas Stamp Rally now!
Mario.
Walk all over the store! Tina!
Yeah, a little alligator.
Taco
You just push in the teeth until you get bit.
Collect all 4 stamps! When you collect all 4 stamps...
So we got the Bean Boozled jelly beans, and the kids will use the alligator to see who has to take a jelly bean. Ooh, I dodged him. All right, so right now we need to get up into the exclusive area, so we're going to be running around looking for these stamps. So, and as we run through, there's going to be these shuttles right here. So you see it 0030, and there's going to be another one over to the other side that we need to get into, and it's going to be 0050. So with that information, we're going to run to the back area. So what I did right there is I tried to go to the left side of him, and I wanted him to I tried to turn the character to get him to give me an opening. Now, as you see, there's 2 birds right here, and if you run straight, they'll start flying out and attacking you, which we don't want, because usually for our games, ammo is pretty scarce. But if you come in and we go to the left, we can run around them, no issues or anything. We're going to push this 3 times up and 3 times to the left. Now, there's a small clip that you can do in here that doesn't do anything. I was going to show it off, but I forgot. Come on, get up there.
The emergency shutter is now activated. Please enter the number of a shutter you would like to deactivate. Shutter number 0030 is now deactivated. The emergency shutter is now activated. Please enter the number of a shutter you would like to deactivate. Shutter number 005.
All right, so these are the only 2 shuttles that we have to open. One other thing, you can come down here and you can find a Hassie and a key card. These key cards, right now we're playing on Christmas Eve. And everyone gets paid on Christmas. And about halfway through the game, it'll transfer from the 24th to the 25th. So if you collect those key cards and other things like that, we'll be able to get more money out of everything. If we use a key card now, we will get less money, and we will not get the money in the 25th. So it's rigged. So you want to get the money as far into the game as possible. We're going to just come in here. We're just going to trigger a cutscene that we usually don't see, because when we come in here, we'll have the dachshund already.
Once in a while.
Hey, Devlin, where's the key to the freezer warehouse?
Can't you see? He's sick.
Vice Manager, Roland, got a key.
Where's your medicine?
Dachshund,
The Dachshund. Is that the name of your pills?
at the pharmacy stand.
Because if you approach him later, like I said, you automatically just give it to him, and then you miss that first set of dialogue. Alright, we're gonna let that tentacle attack and then just run by him. So yeah, we're just pretty much going to be going around collecting some key cards and getting access to the areas where the stamp rally people are located at. There are a lot of Sega references in this game. I don't know all of them, but a lot of them take place at the very end of the game. There's a video store that has some references if you know where to look for them. I'm not sure where all of them are at. Because yeah, that's something I would like to do, or learn at least. So I can point them out for marathons. Ooh, wrong door. Yeah, I know, I saw you. It was this store we wanted to go into. It's a toy shop, not a video rental store. Okay, so yeah, like I think that's a Genesis and other things like that. So they have a lot of their little mascots and various other stuff, things hidden throughout the game.
What are you doing? Did you go to Rat's place?
I'm looking for Taco Pen.
I guess she doesn't understand jokes.
I love these kind of chicks.
Congratulations! I'm Taco Pen 6. Thanks for getting me.
Okay. Now, I won't be able to show everything off in the amount of time. The opening cutscene that we watched took about 10 minutes. And I have about 15 minutes more wiggle room. So I will be skipping some of the extra doors and some of the little Easter egg spots so I can try to get through the entire game. but I'll try to call everything out as we get there. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna skip the dachshund. I am not gonna buy that. Because giving the guy the dachshund will, he'll give you a key card, which will allow you to get the shotgun and some ammo.
How many are saved? Is Devlin alive?
Chill, one question at a time.
Okay.
First of all, we are not rescuers. I mean, I am. I'm as lost as you are, and I have no idea how many survived.
Yeah, we might as well do it.
Who are you?
He's Dogs Bauer, captain of the SSD.
I don't think we're that pressed on time. I think I had about 25 minutes of wiggle room.
It's in a safe on my desk. This is a key to the safe.
Wait here. I'll be back right away.
Right. So we'll give it to him, but we won't hit the safe up. Or we won't hit the storage locker.
Here, I got your docs.
So once you talk to the employee, you technically don't have to interact with Devlin at all.
Here, use this.
And then you can hit the stage, or you can hit the safe without even talking to him. And I think this is a key gun to the gun shop, which was the one door that I tried to enter when I was looking for the toy shop. Thought I was a little further away from his range than that. Okay. Now in the freezer section, it's going to be constantly cold, and we're going to be losing our HP. We're going to be losing our body temperature, and then once our body temperature reaches 0, we'll start losing our HP. So we are going to do our best to avoid all of the enemies and just get the items that we need. Because once we unlock certain rooms will have computers and stuff in them, and they'll be designated as hot rooms, and we'll use that to restore our body temperature. There is an optional boss that I would usually show off, but I don't have a save around here, and since we watched the opening cutscene, I'm a little hard pressed to do it. There's a computer right here that if we check, it'll tell us the temperatures and stuff that we would have to set to hit certain temperatures. So right now I think it's like 6,000 to like 10,000 is freezing. Like 4,000 or 5,000 is normal, and then like 0 to 4,000 would be hot. And for one of the optional bosses, we have to melt all the ice. But yeah, I don't feel 100% comfortable. Oh, come on. I don't feel comfortable doing that. Just because I don't know the water section that well. And, oh, there it is. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
And there's enemies and stuff in there that are attacking you, and you have water or air pockets and stuff like that. But if you lose your air, it's almost an instantaneous death. So yeah, we will avoid that. So if you come over here, there's a heater, and this will keep you warm no matter what the temperature is. In a New Game Plus speedrun, we do not usually pick that up. Because we have a boss in here, but usually we can kill the boss quick enough that temperature is not an issue. I was trying to get him into a crit position, and I was not able to. Really, he lived. I will show the second optional boss. Okay, so I'm going to do this the safe way. So we're going to set it to 5,555. And this will put everything out of freeze mode and just put it into normal. I take it, do you know the game? Or this is my favorite Dreamcast games, and this is one of my favorite games of all time. I like super cheesy games and other things like that. So this game holds a special place in my heart. Because yeah, you got movies like Cocaine Bear, Llamageddon. There's one with a tire that runs around and kills you. Those stupid little like cheesy B movies are some of the best to watch. Oh yes, I remember. Thea Gotch mentioned it after the fact. Oh no. Alright, we did get hit by the tentacle since we were in iframes. If we would have come in here originally with the freezer on, this would all be ice. If we would come in here when it would be hot, all this ice would be melted, and we would have to swim through this section. So since we had it at a normal temperature, the big ice wall is no longer there, and we are able to go right through it. So if we had melted this and we swam here, this boss right here would attack us. But since it's still here, he's still frozen. This is a bull. We'll see one later in the game. So right here, you're supposed to be able to push this ice block up and over. But if you line up your character just right, you can hop across. I'll try one more time. And then I'll do it the normal way. So, there we go. And if you can nail that on the first try, it'll save you like 7 seconds from having to push the ice block. So not that much time, but it looks cool. That was too far away. Because usually if you are far enough away that you can't punch it, you can kill the meat with one kick. But I was too far away for both. This was a game there was 2 games that I played as a kid that I could not beat. This was one of them. I tried that final boss for hours, and I was never able to beat it. So the first time I beat it was back in like 2013 or something like that. As I developed my skills a little bit better, I had more health at the end. I had more ammo.
Go ahead.
And other stuff like that.
Janine.
I don't think she likes you.
That snotty little brat.
Yeah, and the other one was Parasite Eve 2.
Exactly like her.
You're in a bad mood.
It was pretty much the same thing, but I could beat the boss, and then there was some little movement thing you had to do where you got pushed off the back, you would die. We don't have to do this. I'm just doing it just because. So she'll give you a game token. You'll put it in a bunch of enemies. I don't think I can kill these guys with my laser. I think I'm gonna have to switch. Yeah. No. With that cheetah. There he goes. All right. Then we'll go over and give her the Gaily, and she'll give us a password, which is 1224.
Merry Christmas.
Kaylee, I love you. Thank you.
Where are your parents?
I don't know.
Let me look around. Stay here with Gaily.
You're good looking. I'll give you a Christmas present. It's Christmas Eve.
So it's Christmas Eve. Is the 4-digit code that we needed. So right here, there is a strip club that we do not go to during the. I won't be going here during this run just because I don't have the time to. But once you do the electric plant, you find a key, and that key allows you entrance into the strip club. And inside the strip club, you find the best melee weapon in the game. So Elliot has his normal guns. You can come over and hit short, and then you can equip some of his other guns or his other weapons. So Elliot has a lightsaber. There you go. Oh no, he's gonna hit me. Oh, okay. Let's just go. All right, and right here is a bank. So all the key cards that we pick up, we can come over here, and then we can use those key cards to get money and various other stuff like that. I think if you wait until Christmas, I think you get like $18,800 or something like that. And if you get them all before Christmas, I think you only get like 6,000 or something like that.
Got it, tough guy.
And I believe this game took place in 2018. I think that's the year. So it's Christmas Eve and Christmas 2018.
Dogs, thank God you're here. Ready to pay off your debt?
Dang, he's alive. I was hoping you'd be dead so that I'd be debt-free.
That's too bad. Most of my clients are dead.
Dogs, get to the point.
Who's he?
A young rescuer who is as lost as us. I need your help.
If you're looking for a weapon, forget about it.
I need a lab ID.
Check the wine rack, the one with all the tabs. You just might find one.
Thanks.
It's gonna cost you. Remember, you can't die.
All right, normally you're supposed to push this, but you can grab all the items from the front. So you don't need to actually push it.
Yeah.
Now, to figure out most of the passcodes in the game, you need to go in here, and like for Chris's ID, it says his ID is required to go into a plant, and then we need license, driver's license. Okay, so this is Chris's driver's license, and it says his birthday is May 13th. So when we use his ID, we're gonna need a passcode, and it's gonna be May 13th, so 0513. So if you just see me like inputting random codes or various other stuff like that, you find them on their ID cards.
It's me.
We met with Rats. He's still alive.
Good. Now get back here at once.
Sure, Han.
Right, I left a tentacle alive in here, so if I don't move, the tentacle will not hit me, and then I can run by him. To my right is a fishing shop, a fish tackle shop. I'm gonna bypass it since I've probably stalled wide enough already. That shop has a few caterpillar enemies in it, and if you kill them, you can go out to the dock. And at the dock, there is going to be some fish poison. And in the new game run, you want to get that fish poison because there's a lot. We have to go swimming through an area, and the fish in there will kill us relatively quickly. But we can bypass that, which I need to test this out because this may not necessarily be faster in the long run because of the RNG. But we have a tracker gun that can target the fish in here and kill them. I think that's it. So you don't necessarily have to kill all of them, but it helps. So we'll swim at this guy and then dodge to the left as you see him charging, and then we're going to make a break for the hole down here. If we go up, we can find some health items and some ammo and stuff like that. We're gonna start swimming forward, but we're gonna let go of the joystick in between, and then that'll allow us to swim up. So since we swam as far as we did, we only need about 75% of our oxygen bar to be back to make it across. If you start drowning, like I said, you have like a second or a second and a half before your entire HP bar is gone. So you definitely want to make sure that you are mindful of your oxygen levels. I have actually lost a run or two here because I thought that I knew better than what I did. So pretty much we're just going to return back to the brain center. We're going to give Chris's ID to Janine, and she's going to use that to unlock a door, which will give us access into the lab area. Now, usually in the speedrun, on the New Game Plus one, you allow the shuttle to crash, and that'll kill all the tentacles in here. But since it didn't crash, we have to be mindful of those as we come in.
Stand by for immediate departure. You have arrived.
Zoned out there for a second. I thought that I entered the shuttle and I wasn't leaving. Alright, coming up, there's going to be a Gatling gun that we would usually grab.
What's the code?
I'm going to bypass that area entirely to save myself a few minutes. Because I'm not sure how I'm doing on time right now.
Welcome home, tough guy.
This is for you, honey.
Come on, make it happen. Elliot, do you have a password?
Alright.
Gotcha. It's okay. The password's accepted. I guess we gotta give it up. The electric system is dead. We can't get into the host of the lab.
We have a light here.
It's coming from a different route. I'll bet you need a bigger electric system in the deep island.
What are they doing in such a place?
The lab there is called Fossil Home. Even security guards are not allowed to get in there. It's like a black box. I've never seen anything like it.
Can we get to the electric system?
I guess. We have Chris's ID.
Good. I'll go. Hey, dogs.
What?
Stay with Janine. I kind of have a bad feeling. When it comes to bad luck, my hunches tend to be right on.
Never mind. I don't need a guardian.
She made a choice.
Call me on the line if something happens.
Okay. So this area in general is one of the most tedious areas in the entire game, and we have to come back here several times. There's going to be these little creatures that shoot lasers and stuff at you, and you have to be very particular with how you move to avoid everything. So I think once we leave this room, we're going to want to go right so we can dodge the first laser as we run through the stage. Oh, maybe not. 3. All right. So maybe I don't know how to dodge that first one. Just one more quick fire, and I'm gonna heal real quick so I'm not limping. I know last time I did this, I got hit once, and I thought that if I went right, I could avoid it, but it looked like I took more hits than I did sticking to the left. Oh, I disagree with that. Once you get hit once, it's kind of a chain reaction. So you have to zigzag through the area. Alright. I'm gonna enter this room. I don't usually come in here. Is this the area? No, alright, wrong area. Alright, it's in the next zone. Okay, there should be a save point in this area right here. Here we go. Download the map. Okay, so if I have time, I will want to. That's a cutscene skip. New game, new game, new game. Overwrite you. Okay, so yeah, if I have some time, I'll hook up my Japanese console with my Japanese game, and I will showcase this sequence right here, because the Japanese version of the game has like fixed camera angles like you would see like in your Resident Evil games. And in my opinion, it makes the game a little bit harder than the janky camera that the North American one has, except for this sequence right here. When you climb the tower and you see it blow up, it is a lot cooler in the Japanese version. And if I would have been better prepared for this, I would have just set up my Switch and I could have just had both playing at the same time to show everything off. Yeah, they are. But I
Don't give up so easily.
last time I played this, I ran to that side and I was able to dodge them on my return.
Yeah.
So I thought that I would be able to dodge them going there, but the position was way off from where I was expecting it to be.
Warning. Personnel without level 1 pyrotechnic clearance are not allowed beyond this point. Intake system. This system takes air from the top level of the tank to avoid corrosion. Do not expose to heat. System lock. Currently, the system is not engaged. Please remove the lock cap from an intake hole.
Okay, so on this, we're going to run up to the top, and we need to start a fire so we can expose everything to heat and cause a reaction. Since the ground was out below, we need to be able to catapult ourselves across an area. Which I'm not sure how this is safer, but yeah, we don't argue with logic. Because this is what, got to be like 10 stories up, and then we're gonna jump from it. I'll be right back.
Warning. Personnel without level 1 pyrotechnic clearance are not allowed beyond this point. Intake system. This system takes air from the top level of the tank to avoid corrosion. Do not expose to heat. Would you like to activate the
just the right amount of time.
Emergency. 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 First degree warning. Intake system is on fire. Tank will explode momentarily.
So this part I died quite a bit at as a kid because I didn't quite understand what I had to do. So behind me, which you can see in the Japanese version, the tower is exploding, and I have a big flame ball chasing me, and it's like blowing up the stairs and stuff behind me. But yeah, so the point is to come up here so we can use the explosion to send us over the gap. Which I'm not sure how we were supposed to survive a jump like that and being flung like that. There we go. Okay, so the power is currently off. So we're going to be going through a little maze. We're going to be replacing some cables and doing some other stuff. Before we actually start in on that, there's a computer that will tell us what to do. So I will click on that, just so, as you can see, as I'm just bouncing from room to room, they give you a little bit more reason to why we're doing it.
Check. Got it. Yeah.
Okay, there's two monsters in here. Hopefully that'll knock them down, allow us to come over and grab the cables.
Yeah.
Yep, and we got lucky and it killed both of them. Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna check this computer out, and it's gonna give us 4 rooms that have like a letter and 2 numbers associated with it. So B43, R61, Y13, G3, 2. So that's a section, a door, and a panel that it's referring to.
Y13, G32.
So we picked up 2 cables that we can replace. So we need to find 2 more, and we need some gloves to be able to do the electrical work. So we need to find those before. Lightning bug. Wow. Cut it out for me today. All right. So since it's on the way, we're gonna pick up our first. Oh no, it's not our first cable.
Yeah.
That's to get our insulated gloves. The first cable that we'll pick up will be to our right. Here. So.
Yeah.
So I believe this is technically the 4th key card that we were supposed to get, and there's only 4 in the game. We skipped one. It was in the laser section. One of the rooms held a key card in it. No. There we go. Thought I clicked on 2. All right, now that we have the insulated gloves, we can start replacing the cables and stuff as we see them. And the way I remember it is the first one's the middle, the second one's the furthest away, and then the other 2 are going to be the closest to the door, I believe. So I think it's going to go 3, then 1, depending on the door's positions. So we're going to grab the last cable right now. Ooh, I want the one on the ground.
Yeah.
So 1. Okay, so all right. So the next one should be 3 then. So it looks like I had them backed up. But yeah, so they're just going to be the ones right next to the door. Come on. In 3.
Good timing. Let there be light.
Power system output is decreasing. The power supply outside the power plant will be terminated.
What? Hang on, let me check.
Alright, so the one thing that will mess up a lot of people is once they turn on the power, they'll continue on through the plant. But once you get up to the top of the plant, you need a key card to be able to enter the one room. So unless you explored, you wouldn't know this door was over here. And we need the condenser room key card.
Yeah.
And that is that'll give us access to the final room at the top of the tower. And even in my speedruns and stuff, I'll get so distracted just like talking to people, like pouring up a drink or something like that. I'll completely forget about that. So there are 2 key cards that could really cost a lot of time if you don't grab them when you're supposed to, and the next one's in the lab. Elevator. Alright, so and there's a room over there that you can buy life ropes at, and you can pick up a few free ones. I am relatively confident in my life roping skills, so we're gonna bypass them, but that can come back and bite me in the butt pretty good later on. Because technically we can fall off twice, and if we fall off a 3rd time, it's a game over. I mentioned it earlier, but we used to host a bunch of gaming nights and like D&D tournaments and stuff like that. So behind me, we want to replace these chairs and stuff, and we want to get a couch. But I think we have 10 gaming chairs between upstairs and downstairs. We did die. There he is. Now, most of the speedruns and stuff that I upload to YouTube, I've had quite a few comments on the number of chairs and various other stuff like that. So each person has a color, and they can adjust the chair that they wanted, have it set up exactly the way they want. So when they would come over, it would be perfect for them.
Sucking up all the juice.
We've got to get rid of them.
But yeah, after we moved to St. Louis and stuff, that kind of took a break. So we still have some stuff over here. But some of the chairs are in the other room, and some of them are upstairs now.
Dogs, let's get out of here. Something's wrong.
That was a good bug fight. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Janine, come in. Over. We're going back. I think she's in trouble.
Now, I mentioned earlier about the strip club to get the lightsaber. The lightsaber key card is going to be in this next room up here. I'm not going to go inside it and pick it up. I think I may be running a little... Oh my god. All right. You may pick up those extra life ropes now. I was not expecting to get knocked off right there. But the key card is in this room right here. So yeah, now that we've restored power, we're pretty much just running back to the bottom floor, and we're going to return to Janine. And now that we have power, she can unlock a gate for us. Okay. And I'm going to pick up these safety life ropes now. I was not expecting to get knocked off right there, so... maybe we need a little safety. Alright, so most bosses in this game have a crit animation. So I'm going to try to be blocked there, poison attack, and dead. Thank you for the good luck. Alright, so we were able to one-cycle the boss. Every boss in this game can technically be one-cycled if you are lucky enough. Even the final boss. Final boss I've only ever one-shot once, and I don't think the final boss has a crit phase. I think that I shot a few of my guns and then they just they didn't hit him, and then when I shot my other bullets, I think all of them hit him at once and was able to finish him off. So I've seen most people one-shot the other bosses, but so far I haven't seen anyone one-cycle the final boss. Laser hits like that hurt, since I thought that I would have zoned before it would have hit me. Went the wrong way. And I didn't mention it before, but there's a door right here that leads to the Gatling gun. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I tried to do going there, and then I got hit 3 times.
What is it? Nephew? Yes?
Got the 4 Loko for the hangovers. But actually, grab my phone. At least when this game launched in Japan, they created a cocktail for it. Right here, let me get OBS up. I can't see my own camera. I have it paused. So they have a cocktail for a blue stinger. And they had it tied into the lore of the game. So each ingredient represented a different section of the game and various other things like that.
Not on our side after all.
I'm fine.
So yeah, we made it a few times. I think it's like vodka, carousel,
But
blue carousel, and orange carousel.
Hard to describe in words. She's not human.
I think that's obvious.
I mean,
Forget
she's
what the
still
last
in
one
much of
was.
life form, but how should I phrase it? It's as if
I want to think it was
soul
a
cannot
gin,
detach.
but it wasn't a normal gin. It was a
her body is in a different place.
flavored gin.
What's the blue blinking light represent?
I don't know. I can't identify it.
They have
How do you get into the research lab?
this is called blue stinger
I'm sure you can get in with Chris's idea.
because
I wonder
in
if this
Japan,
blue light is
the
cause of
the Dreamcast was blue.
One of your hunches again.
The logo was blue instead of
I'm not
red.
twisting your arm to come with me.
Don't be.
I'm not sure why they changed colors
The electricity
in the different regions.
I can unlock the run road and open the door to the
But yeah,
car.
they based the color off of the Japanese logo.
Merry Christmas.
It's now the 25th.
Oh, this
I have
is
all my PAL stuff is packed away because I never use it. So I got to figure out where that's at.
No way. Let's
But when I was talking to you about the in-game timing
go. No, to
stuff,
the place where the blue
I
lights
broke
are.
out my Japanese console and I got my American, and I was going to do the GDEMU and do testing with the in-game time. But Neon already did that for us, and I was going to do it again just to have our results posted for everyone. Yes, I actually checked. I was hoping it would be here today. Because once I saw how much faster it loaded, I wanted to show off more of the game. And then if I ended early, I could swap over and do like 5 or 10 minutes of some random game. But yeah, it looks like it'll be here middle of the week. And then I can start doing some testing and stuff with it. So pretty much we're in a laboratory now, and we need to get through a clean area. And we can't do that in our normal outfit because it bacteria, so on and so forth. So we need to find some clean suits.
Without changing.
When I checked, when you sent it out, it said to expect delays because of the forest fires. So I wasn't
Something in my pocket.
I wasn't expecting it to be here, but the last time that you sent a Dreamcast, it got here within a week. So it got here very quickly.
Yeah. This Santa's out.
It's just when I checked it, it said to expect a delay because of fires.
Perfect for you.
So I'm not sure if your Canadian Post,
Yes, I have.
like if more mail is flowing into other centers to help sort and do other things like that. So,
When you have a kid,
like I said, I just assumed that things weren't too good up there.
That day might come soon.
Look at that
But
bathtub.
What do you mean, cool?
how would you feel about doing another Dreamcast?
Smell which wears out these places.
Really?
Of course I'm
Because
idiot.
I would like to get a Dreamcast to someone that wants to stream. So if we can get one made up, we can hold like a little emulator tournament on people that would like to stream and speedrun on Dreamcast. And then we can offer that up as a prize for whoever wins.
I'll fight back.
Okay. Well, no, I just sent you money last time and I didn't ask
I'm not sure.
because I was drunk. And afterwards I like woke up the next day and I said, oh shit. It's just like, I just assumed that you would do this and I felt bad.
Taking a bath.
So,
That cool.
Well, I guess.
Hey, you're more macho than I thought.
Shut up.
This might be the last bath I can take.
I see.
Should we go?
Clean check passed. You are now permitted to enter.
okay. You should have some money to play around with, Paul. I don't know how hard some of those components are to come by, but yeah, you do the same thing. Make the console, set everything up the way that I had. If you can, send it to me, and then I'll get a hold of like Booster and No Diggity or something, and
Oh, that's not good.
that I couldn't tell you, offer. I don't know if sound's delayed or not.
I can't talk. Well,
We should look
Well,
at some medicine.
and you don't have to do it right away, Paul. Do it so. I gave it to you now. Why won't it let me unlock the door? So you can shop around. I know prices fluctuate and everything like that, and sometimes things are harder to find than others.
yeah.
So no rush, no rush. Okay, yeah, I couldn't tell you. Well, you know, Yalfar, I have no sound. All right, we're gonna go over into. Oh, there's a shutter. All right. Yeah, so we're gonna hit that room up after this. I kill these dogs creatures in all of these rooms just because once you kill the dog, they'll never respawn. Like if you kill a mutant, the mutant will respawn, but the dogs will not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for this one, Paul, well, I'll wait for you to refresh it and then I'll hit you up. All right. Now, most people that play through the game in the speedrun sense never come into this room, so they never rescue this girl. This girl, you have to save to unlock swimsuit mode, which I wanted to play. Are you dead? Die. There we go. Fine.
What happened to your face?
What is happening to me?
He needs to be treated.
I can't. Dr. Jacob may know how.
Well, where can I find him?
He's at his private lab on the second underground floor. I don't know if he's still alive.
I'll check there. Stay here, Elliot.
Delays on my end. I was told to set everything up, and you guys would all take care of it on your end. Throw me under the bus now. Is it game audio or is it my microphone?
What?
I feel sick.
What's wrong?
I swallowed monsters.
Don't talk.
Mic is close enough.
If you lose consciousness, I'll take care of you.
If you could tell me how bad it is, I can try to add a delay to it. But I don't think he's not here. I'm not sure I have this issue on my channel. Three. Oh, okay. No, I didn't think there was anything on my end that I did differently, so. Okay. Activate the shower. No, it wasn't earlier? Okay, we're gonna drink some water. I can try to deactivate my capture card and reactivate it without messing anything up. Well, no, I mean doing it no BS. On my end, it should come back. No, don't play with it. Okay. All right. Yeah, and I'm not sure how streaming to this server works, but it says I dropped 0 frames. But Yoffer, make sure that you're here in maybe 6 minutes. And I'll show you the new route that I was talking about. Bitch. Oops. Sorry, I said I wouldn't curse after that last one. Yeah, no, because you and Neon didn't, maybe I didn't show it properly or explain it properly, but I'll show you that new route that I'm thinking about. That won't save time on thawing the blood, but it may save time afterwards.
The dinocyte cell has been discovered. Please wait for personnel.
Somebody will show up.
Stupid, nobody will come. You're all dead. Take the
I'm real iffy on this. So I do not think this is what we want to do. But it's something we may be able to do.
Now what? Ellie, can you see me? We've got to get to ground level 2 somehow.
Yoffer, Paul. Someone. When am I supposed to end? I think I had 2:45. So if I started at like 11:50, I just need to know what time I'm supposed to like pop off, so I know when to wrap it up. Like just an ETA from how long from now I know we're in different time zones. So I'm not sure if I have like an hour left, hour and a half. Got an hour left? Okay. So I'm supposed to be done around 30 after. Okay. All right. May have to speed things up a little bit. No, that works. Thank you very much. I didn't plan this out too well. Like I said, I've had a pretty bad cold last few days. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to make it today or not. I didn't know if I was going to have to call in someone else to stream for me while I sat down and guided them through the game. Or at least I'll get someone here to talk for me, because I'm relatively stuffy still. Caterpillars. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have been so far past that it should not have hit me. Alright, so Yoffer, this is what I'm thinking could be the new route, but it's going to be relatively hard to test since we're going to have to play through several sections of the game to be able to know if it is worth it or not. I am assuming it's not going to be worth it, and I think running through the hall is going to be faster in the long run. Oh. Okay, alright, never mind. We can't do that. When I was showing it off earlier, I didn't realize that we had to have Dr. Jacob's key, and I already had it. Alright, so we can't do that. Interesting. Alright, so, yeah. I'll have to let Nia know. So maybe that's why Neon didn't know what I was talking about, because he wasn't able to do it. And I showed it off after the fact. Well, yeah, the running in the hallway was faster, but I figured that unlocking these doors and stuff would have sped things up later in the run. But yeah, we can't do that. Now, I did a fun run in this game the other day, testing out some new strats and whether we can skip a few things here and there. And I found a 15-second route change, and I thought that I could find a different. I thought I found a different one, but that computer I clicked on, I did not know that I needed Dr. Jacob's key at the time to do it.
The blood check is clear. You are now permitted to enter B.
This like R305, I thought was going to be some huge code in the game.
305.
You're Dr. Jacob?
All right. So we drank a bunch of stuff earlier in the sanitation room. I drank some water. This is going to initiate, as far as I know, the second hidden boss in the game.
Change again. I'll kill you.
So we drank so much water earlier.
Hey, what's wrong?
Elliot really has to go.
What? What? Oh, a pit stop. I guess you're still human. Feel better. Let's move on.
And since we have the virus in us, we mutated a Venus flytrap into a monster. You don't get anything from killing him. It's just, are you dead? Okay. It's just a nice little funny thing to do.
Hi guys, still surviving like cockroaches?
Who are you?
No!
Now look what you did. You scared her. Next time I'll answer the line.
All right, so after this section, we're going to be crawling through an air vent. Downstairs, we opened it up. All right, once we get in this pool up here, we need to get a key at the bottom. So we're going to swim forward once, and then we are going to sink. And that'll put us pretty much in line with the key. So the fish got me pretty good. So I'm going to drink this can. I'm going to throw it in their water. So they have to live with it, not me. All right, so we picked up a key. I believe it was to the mine coming up. Hey, ZG, how are you doing? Oh, ZG, did you submit to GDQ? I saw that I saw you doing the Big 20 stuff, but I didn't know if you did any GDQ games. Yeah, no, my family lives in Ohio, so it's right next. It's right next to my mom. So it's only a few-hour drive. I was gonna say I didn't see any streams that said like GDQ submissions or whatnot, but I didn't know if I missed it or not. Yeah, and I fell off and I was able to get back on because I have life ropes, which keep me like technically tethered to the side.
Elliot, please, answer
No, I
me.
actually submitted my first game ever, and only one game since I don't usually submit to things.
Janine?
But I did Moonglow Bay
What's wrong with Elliot?
because well, I told the devs that if I could hit a goal time that I wanted, I would submit to GDQ, and then I hit my goal time and beat it by like 5 minutes, actually.
It depends.
So.
I've got to find the right medicine. If not, I may have to finish him off myself.
Oh, I see. My prayers are with you.
I'm not holding my breath, but if it does, yeah, I was gonna do my first in-person. Hey, that's 2 1 cycles in this run. I may not be able to run across platforms without falling into a gaping hole, but we have luck on our side. And that is completely random. I'm not sure if anyone's seen it or not since it went by so quickly, but there's a slime in the middle of the stage that I shot at. And after you deal a certain amount of damage to it, he'll become invulnerable and he won't take any damage whatsoever. And there's doors further away. He'll walk to the center of the room, and then he'll go up on the ceiling and start swinging around like a little tonsil. And until he gets into that form, you can't damage him anymore. But I had so many lasers flying around him that they all hit him at once. Or I got like a few crits or something like that. And I was able to take away all of his HP at once. So he pretty much skipped his second phase, which saves like 10 to 15 seconds depending on where it's in.
Oh, man. I thought I'd have to kill you.
Thanks.
Yeah, the fishing game may not suit their needs. So, yeah, and my game is not well known at all. Excuse me. So, and it was, it's reviewed pretty poorly. So, the game has been fixed and it has been patched, but yeah, the reviews haven't. The reviews don't state that it's a decent game. So if I don't make it into the bad block, and I feel bad saying that because the game was phenomenal and it doesn't deserve to be up there with like Dr. Hauser. And I would consider this a bad game. Just because of how cheesy it is and everything like that. So I don't think it deserves to be grouped with them in particular, but yeah, we'll see. He didn't die. In this game, if you when you load in, you can't exit through, like if I turn around, I can't just exit through the door. You have to step away from it and then go into it. So when I like bounce around and I can't go out, I'm not breaking the threshold of your character getting away from the door to be able to enter it. So after I cured myself with the AVEC, I went to the dog, and the dog had a key card around its neck that I took. if I tried to get the key card any earlier, when I was like a mutant, the dog was scared of me and wouldn't come close to me. So you had to approach him after you were cured. So now that we got the key, we are going to head down to Gigadent, and then we're going to find out the main story of this game. And then once we get down there, I'll have to go blow my nose again. So yeah, I apologize. I'm still getting over an illness.
Blue light.
Let's go.
The real bad thing is the game that I'm running is made in Unity.
I guess.
And Unity is screwing over all the independent developers and everything coming up.
What are they doing with these monsters?
So, they're gonna like change the licensing agreements and all this other stuff, and I'm not sure how that's going to affect Moonglow or not. So, I'm not sure if the game will still exist on the Xbox and whatnot when GDQ comes up. So I may have to get an Xbox and take it offline, so it doesn't do any updates or anything of the sorts. So the game was done in Unity, so it's going to be in a peculiar spot right now. So I'm not sure if they're going to try to transfer engines and whatnot with it. But if they do, the glitches and stuff that I use may not work. So we'll have to wait and see. But at least I have it on PC, and I could revert to that because I have offline copies of each of the builds. So even if they do switch engines, it won't affect the Xbox per se. Because yeah, if the Xbox gets an update, it's automatically forced. All right. No, shoot. Yeah. Now, Yalfer found out that if you run straight down, you can bypass the lasers completely. And my position's a little off. Yeah, because I ran into the caterpillar. Right, we used to zigzag all the way across the room. And then Yalfer, when he started running this game, he found out that if you just hold up, you can bypass the lasers. I've been swapping between D-pad and joystick, so my character just suddenly stops. It's because I was switching control methods. I killed the little fruit fly there because he'll block my way when I come out. But I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick and I'll be right back.
This is the time when the meteor hits.
Let's check the data.
Yeah, so if you guys hear random noises or something, it's my sinuses acting up. The kids have broken my glasses and cracked my nose several times over the last several years. So whenever I blow my nose super hard and clear out the sinus cavity, it makes noises like a whistling sound or whatnot. So should probably get that looked into, but
The meteorite is
who has
caught
time
in
for
there.
that?
That is the source of the blue light.
The kids were sick last week, and I did my best to avoid it. But I was helping Elsie out with Five Nights at Freddy's, and as I turned to her and I was explaining something, and then she sneezed and didn't cover her mouth, and saturated my entire side and my back and everything like that. And I hopped in the shower instantly to try to get rid of it, but it seems like the damage was already done.
This we found might tell us something. Hey, we should have Janine check this out.
The Gigadent.
So Elsie had strep throat, and I definitely don't have strep. But I did have a sore throat for a few days, and then it just turned into congestion.
Santa, come in.
What would you like for a present, little girl?
But the sore throat, I can't say is 100% on her.
I want you guys back
Since
here
Kyle
now.
was here, I was drinking a lot of Four Locos and various other stuff like that, and like doing shots.
Hey, since
So
I'm on YouTube,
I could have taken one wrongly
Risk his life.
and just had a sore throat from that.
I wonder.
So, but
Neffy.
yeah, after I was sneezed on, it went downhill, and it's been 6 or 7 days, and I still haven't fully bounced back from it yet.
She needs help.
What?
We gotta go back.
Who needs a ladder? Here, I got 40 minutes. All right, Yoffer. Ooh. Am I gonna get hit by the caterpillars? Or the bugs? I didn't think I was going to be able to do today, at least commentary, but I felt pretty fine this morning. Like I said, it's just every like half hour, 20 minutes, my nostril plugs up. And I'm not sure if you guys can hear a change in my voice. Well, most of you guys don't probably know what I sound like, but in my head, I can hear myself sound different. But like I said, this game is perfect because it gives a lot of cutscenes and stuff in it, where I can go find a wheel, go find a board game, or various other stuff. Okay, well, it looks like, well, I can still get hit at the top. So as my character is climbing up, a bug can be there and it can knock me off the ladder at the top, but it looks like we made it. in this run, it is completely RNG where these bugs will spawn at, and they can fall down the ladder. So as you're climbing up, you can get hit, and you have to kill the enemies and stuff like that before you can progress. And it is especially worse on New Game because ammo is extremely limited. Yeah, usually when you stream ZG, it's Yoffer's probably still in bed, and I'm not sure when you get off of work. But for me, around 4 p.m., Yoffer usually pops on and does an hour or two here and there. So Yoffer is currently working on Blue Stinger and The World Is Not Enough, and he's got a lot of the in-game world records for that game. And I think he currently holds second place in it. And I played 007 or GoldenEye quite a bit growing up, and that game didn't look too bad. So I picked it up, and once I hook up the PlayStation again, I was gonna start working on that. All right. Let's just go ahead and use steak. I'm gonna save one steak for the boss in case I mess up. Oh, you're kidding me. All right, in this game, if you get hit before you eat your item, you lose it. So I just lost that steak dinner. So normally that cost about $2,500. I actually did not know that guy was there. I knew this one was here, but when you come through the door, you just run straight. You never go the opposite way through this area because you take your Jeep through this area. So I had no idea that guy was there. Ooh. I have no idea what I did differently that time, but that's the first time that I've ever got hit by one of these guys. All right, so we saw a little earthquake earlier, and that caused a bunch of the road and stuff to fall apart. I thought I should have fallen off earlier, but the rock saved me. So we're gonna pick up this life rope because that technically would have been a game over if I didn't go back for the safety saves, for the safety ropes. Just to show off. All right. Okay, we can't play around anymore. Oh no, guys, this is not good. We are not in a good spot right now. I have no more life ropes. We'll get through this. But, yeah. This area I lose more runs at than any other area in the game combined. So when I do speed runs, I lose more runs here. Because I was going to show off that we have this little gap right here. And you'll fall to your death if you cut this corner too big. Like he'll fall right through the ground. Oh my God! Look at it. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't say that. Look, we got a life rope. Oh, look at that, guys! I didn't know that one was there. We're back in business. There we go. There's a good angle. I made it through the area. All right, get off me. All right, we'll buy a few more at the tower. I can't say I've ever fallen off at the very end like that. Okay, we got 35 minutes. All right. I may not climb the tower. I may skip that section because I'm.
How did you know that?
I'm behind from showing the different cutscenes off and the extra stuff.
As well. Let's take a look at it again.
So, once we get to the end of the game, I may just jump to the final boss.
Aegis telescope. It gives a bird's eye
because
view
it's
of
just
the
movement and running and various
The
other
meteor
stuff.
hits, digs into the ground, and stops. The meteor hit right through this place called Gigadent. As you can see, it's a crater. Underneath that are 7 layered shutters.
Yeah.
The meteor riddled
I don't think the
those
apartment
inside
complex will
the
take
5th
too long to
layer.
get through.
That's where we were at.
This meteor wants to move.
That's why her soul took the form of Nephilim.
And she asked you to help.
Yeah,
Why does she want
I don't know. I'm a little worried now.
The answer is here. In the disc Dr. Kimura kept to himself till he died.
The Gigadent disc.
I think I opened the right file.
We definitely don't have any. Well, we can pick up one more life rope at the end. And we can't skip any of the cutscenes in this game outside of the opening one.
This island is an egg of the monster?
We're on a freaking dinosaur egg?
This is it. Dinosaur killer. This is the meteorite that wiped out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago.
Remember the big earthquake in 2000? 18 years ago?
Yes, this is the cause. It began to hatch.
If the public finds out about this, the world will erupt into chaos.
Don't they have a fail-safe plan?
Good thinking, tough guy. Kimura Tech did set up a plan.
What is it?
An orbiting laser-guided missile-launching satellite. The target is locked onto the center of Dinosaur Island in case of an outbreak.
That's impressive.
Remember, Nephilim crashed into the satellite.
There goes the fail-safe plan.
Nephi.
I was thinking the same thing.
We have to drop the Nephilim meteorite on the core of the egg.
What'll happen then?
Nobody knows that answer.
Wow, what a clever plan. How are you gonna drop a meteorite through 5 layers of shutters?
I have a plan. Elliot, go to my flat in town and bring
Hey,
me my
Skunky.
I'll tell you why when you get back.
Gotcha.
Here's my ID card. My room number's 201, second floor.
Is this the South
Take
Way?
care.
I saw your 12-minute Ninja Gaiden PB. Really good run. I'm not sure how far you're going to push that in, but I know you didn't break the 12-minute barrier, but still a hell of a run.
Stand by for immediate departure. You have arrived.
Now I'm about ready to start setting up my streaming room, and once I did that, I was going to get back on the NES again. So that should come sometime early next year. And everything else, and Legacy of the Wizard and TMNT 1 and Metal Gear were going to be my first games that I would go back and rerun on those, since I currently don't have any videos of those that I've done. You know what, let's just kill you guys. I had my Genesis up, and I was, why won't you use your ID? I was learning Poltergeist, The Haunting starring Poltergeist, and my buttons on my Genesis controller weren't working. And then I bought some new controllers from a guy, and then they came in, and all the buttons had like wear on them, like if you press a button in multiple times, it has like little calcium buildup. It's not calcium, but it's like white around the corners and stuff. And then I sent those back because not only did they have calcium built up around the buttons, they had goo on all the controllers, and these were supposed to be like brand new controllers. But the bags were in pristine condition and had nothing on them, but the controllers were dirty. So I thought that they were just repurposed and resealed packages, new stuff, and I sent them back. And my Genesis has been packed up since the controllers that I have aren't good enough for speedrunning. And after that incident, I haven't bought any new Sega controllers yet. So I was really looking forward to running some Genesis games, because no matter what Paul says, Beavis and Butthead is a good game. Now, someone in the Discord posted the seller, and it was the same guy that I bought from. And literally, I sent him pictures, and I'm just like, you see all these controllers, and see all these buttons? It's like, that means these buttons have been pressed, and this controller's used, and all this other stuff, and there's goo on it. The guy ripped me a new one, started yelling at me, cussing at me, threatening me and my family, and all this other stuff like that. And I was just like, okay. So I just sent him back his controllers. I got my refund. It's the only negative that I've ever left in like 15 years of using eBay was with those controllers. Now I had an 8 Birdo, a 3-button one, but that one doesn't sit in my hand as well as a normal Genesis controller does. And I could be unfair against my controllers, but So it could be the game, because I know like some games drop button inputs and stuff like that. But the Poltergeist, or the Haunting starring Poltergeist, was dropping a lot of inputs, and I was getting more frustrated than enjoying it.
Bye-bye. Damn you.
She's nothing but trouble.
Well, yeah, and it was the same one, and I posted my picture in there where I requested a refund and everything like that. But my controller was all it had like a black goo on it. All the buttons had crazy like wear and tear on it from what I see. So like if you push a button and you mash it like several thousand times, it gets a little white buildup around the buttons. All of those had it. The D-pad looked worse for wear, as I didn't think those were new controllers, and I was going to exchange them for new stuff. But the one guy said it's like, oh, if I ever see you or your family, I'm going to fucking punch you guys in the face and all this other stuff. And I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, never mind. I don't want an exchange anymore. It's just like, give me my money back. And yeah, I posted screenshots of the conversation and what the guy said to me and everything else like that. But after 1 year, that falls off of eBay and everything else like that. But yeah, that guy went from like 0 to 150 like instantly because he thought I was threatening his business. Okay. There we go. He found that angle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I normally I speedrun Blue Stinger. I'm not usually this bad at it. We've made a lot of pit stops here and there to show off various parts of the game, but there's a guy in chat called Yoffer. He's currently speedrunning it, and he's on the way to get the world record in this game. And his movement in like old janky games like this is beyond human comprehension, whether he wants to admit it or not. So you can follow Yoffer for a good time. Now, there is what was the game called? Slave Zero. Someone told me that the game was so broken that like 99.9% of the people that actually played the game could not beat the game because it would crash on them like randomly during your playthrough. So that being said, I had to go out and I had to buy Slave Zero. And I put it in my Dreamcast, like I did a Blue Stinger stream, and I was just like, you know what, let's play some Slave Zero. I ejected Blue Stinger, I put in Slave Zero, I fried my Dreamcast as I was trying to load up Slave Zero. I had to go out and meet someone behind like a Chick-fil-A on Facebook Marketplace to buy another Dreamcast. Yeah, it was someone in the Blue Stinger Discord. He mentioned it to me. I think it should still be open.
Hey, what's this?
None of your business.
But this lady holding a baby. She's an Easter shooting instructor.
Jean King? My ex-wife.
Then the baby is...
Janine.
Yeah.
No, you're kidding.
I bought it, and I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I popped it into my Dreamcast, and either the power supply failed or the disk drive failed. One of them failed, and I had to go out and buy a new Dreamcast.
Crazy. I really feel for Janine.
Look, kid. Keep your hands off that girl.
Don't try to run my life, dogs.
What do you say?
Let's go. Janine's waiting. Yeah.
Now I have a lot of RPGs, at least on the Dreamcast. Because I think I have the Fantasy Stars. I don't know if you consider like Shenmue. That's buried around somewhere. Was it Skies of Arcadia? Was that the game? I think I played, yeah, that one. So I have a few of those tucked away somewhere. Those aren't out. They're in one of my boxes around a corner. Oh. Actually, I do have a RPG. Well, I guess it would be a tactical version that I absolutely love. And that's out. I definitely know that's out because I bought that one recently. So let me get back up to Janine. Yeah, see ya. Ooh. Normally a tentacle's not there. I actually forgot he was.
Stand by for immediate departure. You have arrived.
Okay.
Who is it?
Elliot,
What's the code?
my sweetheart.
My last, or the last, my sweetheart of the run.
What took you so long? And what's that smell? You guys
Let me
practicing Santa
get
Claus?
OBS up.
Is that any way to talk to your father?
Oh,
Janine.
I got it on this. Oh, okay, never mind.
I'll be out for a while.
I got this on, looks like Super Nintendo. My bad. It was Langresser, and I thought I had it on the Genesis. But this is the first one, and I'm not sure if the first one was on the Genesis or not. I do have one on the Genesis somewhere. But yeah, we were in a Langresser phase. So I grabbed the wrong one. I do have a Genesis copy, but it may be packed, or it's not packed away, but it's around the corner. Give me 1 second.
Here's the plan. This layered shutter runs on hydraulic tidal power.
Okay. Hopefully that's the last nose blown
Part of the
of
plant
the
is
stream.
exposed. When we destroy this and let the pressure out, the rest of the shutters should open up.
Enough with the theory. How can we destroy
Yeah.
that?
I didn't see it over there.
Hold
So I
on.
think I had Langresser 2 on the Genesis.
See? We get to the top of the wave tower and shoot the
Let me
pump with
verify
a
that.
long-range rifle. The target is about 300 meters from here.
Okay. All
Are
right,
you
so
sure?
it does look like I do have a copy that I can play on the Genesis. It may have been a Mega Drive game. I'm not sure, but at least was on a Sega
Now he's
console.
a doting parent. Janine, how can we get to the wave tower?
We'll go through the tidal power water pump. We'll get out from a south door to the end of the tunnel. It's already programmed
Okay,
to
so we're
unlock
going to do one more cutscene. I'm going to skip to the top of the tower
pretty
since I think I have like 15 minutes left.
Let's go.
A little less. So we're not missing anything but running from point A to point B, except that they say that they're locked in an elevator. So I showed a little bit too much off, and my movement was a little worse. So after this, we're going to work to the final boss,
The capsule on board
and
only
then
holds
in
two.
Blue
Then
Stinger.
you two get in.
Why?
Dogs is not the best swimmer, and your leg is injured.
We'll wait for you.
No, don't. Work on destroying that pump.
Got it.
I'm counting on you, hon. Look at that. A family reunion.
Shut up.
All right, as they take off, watch Janine's character model. Her character
Turn on
model
the switch.
moves to the left. And when he's like, hey, get to know your father, I think she took it a little too literally. So pretty much we run through a tunnel, bunch of swimming sections. We get to the end of the swimming section. We tell her to go up the elevator. They get locked in said elevator. And we have to climb a tower to get to the top to push a button to release them. So, just so you guys can see the ending, right now at the bottom instead of mad mode, you can say it says swimmer. There's a swimsuit mode that you can unlock where all the characters will wear swimsuits. I am going to drink a large Hassie real quick just so I can top off my health. In swimmer mode, okay. I got to raise the elevator up. So that means, it's right here. All right. So pretty much I cut out maybe 7 minutes of running around and walking.
Elliot.
Janine.
I need 3 minutes to set up the rifle.
No, unlike Mad Mode, in this mode you get all the guns, but you do not have infinite ammo.
Let's do it.
So for Elliot, we're going to switch over to the ray gun. We're going to go over to dogs. We're going to equip the Gatling gun. Because it's, usually I would just use the ray gun infinitely, but in this mode we don't have infinite ammo. So we have to switch over to dogs. And this machine gun has instant pushback. So we have these little creatures here, and we have to protect Janine from being hit for about almost 4 minutes. So every time they pop up, we'll flutter them. I'm going to try to knock this guy away from her. There we go. So you cannot kill these guys. You literally just have to sit there and knock them back the entire time. You don't have to do anything except flutter it. Dogs will auto aim on the characters. So pretty much we have to do this nonstop, which I did not do as a kid. So I as Elliot, I would sit here and I would use up all my ammo and all my health, and I would go to the final boss with nothing. And I could have bought life ropes, Yoffer, and I get a free one on the tower. I think I would have been okay, but I did lose 5 during my run, so, and I usually lose 1 or 2, so I don't want to talk up a big game when I did not bring it at all. And technically, if you have enough ammo, you can literally just sit here and spray and pray, and you don't really have to do anything. Or maybe you don't. Alright, I lied. My angle must have been off, because I definitely know you can get these guys lined up in a way that you do not have to worry about it. All right, Paul, or Booster, just someone that knows the tech behind this event. Do I need to stop streaming for you guys to bring up the BRB screen? Or since we're in like a little server thing, can you just kick me off whenever and I don't necessarily have to end it right away? So yeah, if you didn't hear, do I have to end stream for you to go to the BRB screen, or do you just drag the BRB screen over me? Okay. Okay, all right.
Here we go.
I don't know how many times I shot him over the edge during that sequence. Okay, so next time I do this, I'll know to request 3 hours to fully show off all the little nuance and various other things in the game. All right, so at the beginning of the game, Nephilim was a meteorite that came from outer space to finish off the dinosaurs. So her kind originally came during the prehistoric ages, and it was a meteorite that crashed and killed the dinosaurs. But the scientists found one egg during like excavations or whatever, and they were able to tap into the egg and its DNA, and then they were able to clone it. When we broke it and Nephilim cracked the egg, the dinosaur hatched out of its egg, and Nephilim is fighting that dinosaur. And now we are going to fight the clone. As we ran down to Gigadent, there was a clone of a dinosaur. And we're going to fight the clone while Nephilim fights the actual dinosaur. And I mentioned this in a previous stream, but if you guys watch Rick and Morty, there is a Rick and Morty episode in like season 6 that is pretty much identical to this game. where there's a meteorite that will go all over the entire universe, and it'll track down dinosaurs to exterminate them. Elemental gimmick gear. I have not, but let me take a picture of that, and I'll definitely look into it. Paul Saltine is giving me a Dreamcast here in the next week or so, and I'll be able to use that to look into a bunch of games. I actually know the speedrun for Jurassic Park on the Genesis, and I actually know the speedrun for Jurassic Park on the Super Nintendo. I have recently found someone that was speedrunning Jurassic Park on the regular Nintendo, and that has piqued my interest as well. All right, so there's a sweet spot that you can stand, like it's almost on this rock, and enemy won't be able to really hurt you with its fire breath. When you shoot your guns, you get pushed back and various other stuff like that, so you have to try to make some corrections as you do it. We almost one-cycled the final boss. So as you stand in the spot, if you like flick over and stuff as you shoot, your character will be good, but we'll kill him before he kills us type thing. So in this game, time stops once your character stops moving. So yeah, we'll finish this cutscene off real quick, and yeah, we'll get you guys over to the next game. I actually have Jurassic. Well, hold on. It's not Sega CD. My Sega CD is still in Ohio, so that's with my mom. But I do have Jurassic Park on 3DO. I'm actually not sure how much that is obstructing the view. But I do know this run as well. So I do have a lot of Jurassic Park games here and everything. But yeah, I want to just thank SegaCrew for allowing me to show off Blue Stinger. Sorry, I didn't get through the entire game. I didn't plan it out too well. My movement was off. I showed off a little bit too much. So I wasn't able to get you from the tunnel to the top of the tower. But pretty much we got through the entire story of the game, and we had some fun doing it. Oh no, I have a lot of, most of the games that I have, I'll collect in the original boxes and everything. Actually, the other Jurassic Park may be over here. Here we go. My Nintendo games are in the closet next to me. But yeah, so we see Tim is still alive and everything like that. So as soon as this goes to credits, feel free to kill me and everything. But yeah. Great time, everything else. I forget who's after me, but yeah. More Sega stuff coming up. Fun time to have all weekend.